Imagine being the bride nobody wants, mocked, ignored, labeled ugly by a world too shallow to care. You're pitted, passed over, stuck in a life that feels like a cruel joke. Sound familiar? She lived it, until, bam, her hidden identity flipped the script, revealing a secret heiress worth billions. The same folks who sneered. They're begging for her now, and you won't believe how she turns their rejection into power. Want to see how she rises from the ashes and owns her truth? Stick around, this one's gonna hit you right in the feels. She stood there, awkward in a crowd that didn't see her. Shock, they just didn't care. Labeled the bride no one wanted, she'd hear the snickers, feel the stares, and oh, you won't believe how deep it cut. They mocked her looks, her quiet ways, calling her an ugly duckling twist with no hope of grace. No one expected much from her, not the townsfolk, not even Sofia Rivera, her sharp-tongued cousin who'd smirk from afar. What happens next? A hidden beauty's simmering, but for now, she's just the unwanted bride they all rejected. Life's got a funny way of kicking you when you're down, doesn't it? Her days dragged on, a parade of sidelong glances and whispered bets. Would she ever snag a guy? The bride's secret stayed buried. She wasn't flashy, didn't dazzle, just faded into the wallpaper of their small world. A love beyond appearances. Fat chance, they'd scoff, she was marrying the undesirable in their eyes. End of story. Ever felt like you're invisible, like the beauty no one saw? That's her, nursing a quiet ache while they laughed her off as a lost cause. They'd gossip at the market, her too big nose, her drab dress, like she was a cautionary tale. From ashes to elegance seemed a pipe dream. She was the bride they all rejected, a masked Cinderella with no fairy godmother in sight. Lucas Kim, the local baker, once winced when her name came up. Poor thing, he'd mutter, not knowing the half of it. A lesson hits here, folks judge what's on the surface till it bites them back. She took the hits, head down, heart bruised. Rejection wasn't new, she'd grown up dodging it, family included, a secret heiress to nothing but shrugs. They'd pair her off in their heads with the town oddballs, snorting at the thought, her, a bride worth billions? No way. A marriage no one wanted was her fate, they figured, a punchline to their cruel little game. You've been there, right, painted into a corner by folks who don't get you. She lived it, every stinging day. She'd linger by the river sometimes, away from the noise, wondering if she'd ever fit. Unmasking the truth wasn't even on her radar, just surviving the jabs about her hidden heiress's fate kept her busy. They didn't see the fire, the spark, too busy slapping labels on her like unwanted and ugly. It's wild how people miss what's brewing right under their noses. Ever felt a storm building inside you that no one else clocks? Her mirror showed a face they'd trashed, but her eyes, oh, they held something fierce. A hidden beauty flickered there, a secret they'd never guess. No one expected her to rise from this mess. She'd learned to dodge the barbs, to let them roll off, but each one left a mark. Picture yourself shrugging off the world's garbage, tough, huh? That's her, tougher than they knew, waiting for a crack to break through. By dusk, she'd sit alone, their laughter echoing, a bride no one wanted, sure, but something else too. A hidden heiress's fate was brewing, a twist they'd never see coming, and she didn't even know it yet. What happens next sneaks up quiet, someone's about to step in, reluctant but faithful. Sophia might have smirked, but the game's shifting, slow and steady. Life's got a way of flipping the script, doesn't it? He said yes, shock, more out of pity than passion, and you won't believe how it stung her pride. Lucas Kim, the baker with steady hands, took her on as a bride no one wanted, figuring it'd be simple, no fuss. He didn't see the hidden beauty, just a quiet fix to his lonely days, blind to the bride's secret simmering beneath. No one expected this marriage of convenience to spark anything wild, not even him. What happens next? A love beyond appearances looms, but it's off to a rocky start. She stood there, stiff in a borrowed dress, feeling more like a deal than a wife. He'd muttered, sure, to the preacher, eyes on the floor, marrying the undesirable was his chore, not his choice. Sofia Rivera smirked from the pews, whispering, poor guy, to anyone who'd listen. A masked Cinderella in her own tale, she swallowed the lump, unmasking the truth wasn't on the table yet. Ever signed up for something half-hearted, just to keep going? That's them, tied by convenience, not care. Lucas figured she'd cook, clean, fade into his routine, no fireworks, no mess. The unwanted bride's revenge wasn't even a whisper, he didn't know her hidden heiress's fate waited in the wings. She'd nod, quiet, letting him assume she was the ugly duckling twist they all saw. A lesson sneaks in, folks take what's easy, till it flips on M. He took her, easy as pie, missing the storm brewing. Their first night was all silence, him kneading dough in his head, her staring at cracked walls. A bride worth billions? Ha, not in his book, she was just the bride they all rejected, now his. He didn't dig, didn't ask, just shuffled through a marriage no one wanted, including him. Ever coasted through a choice 'cause it seemed safe? That's Lucas, oblivious to the beauty no one saw sleeping beside him. She'd catch him glancing, quick and gone, pity, not curiosity, in those brown eyes. From ashes to elegance wasn't his dream, he wanted steady, not a secret heiress shaking things up. She kept her chin up, playing the part, though her heart thumped with something fiercer. It's funny, sometimes you're hitched to someone who doesn't even see you. She felt it, every awkward minute. He'd grunt goodnight, roll over, connection. Nope, just a roof shared out of habit. A hidden beauty stayed tucked away, she wasn't ready to spill, and he wasn't looking. Sofia's, he'll regret this, floated back from the wedding, a taunt he'd shrug off. You've been there, stuck in a setup that's more math than magic. They were, plodding along, blind to the shift coming. By week's end, they'd settled into a rhythm, dull, predictable, a truce of sorts. A secret heiress waited, patient, while he baked and she faded, unmasking the truth still a distant hum. What happens next creeps in, an unkind world's about to turn up the heat. A marriage of convenience might hold, but the cracks are showing, subtle and sharp. The town lit up with chatter, shock, they couldn't get enough of her ugly downfall. Poor Lucas, stuck with that bride no one wanted, they'd cluck, sipping coffee at the diner. You won't believe how fast the gossip flew, her lack of beauty, her unfortunate fate, all fair game. No one expected a hidden beauty to lurk beneath their jabs, not Sofia Rivera, stirring the pot with glee. What happens next? A masked Cinderella's fate gets nastier, and she's weathering it alone. They'd point as she passed, her plain dress, her quiet steps, snickering at the ugly duckling twist. The bride's secret stayed locked tight, she wasn't flashing anything to shut him up, not yet. A marriage no one wanted turned her into a punchline, a cautionary tale for the vain. Ever felt the world's eyes pick you apart? That's her, dodging the barbs, head high but hurting. Lucas got the short end, they'd say, loud enough for her to catch, cruel, casual, constant. From ashes to elegance. Not in their script, she was the bride they all rejected, now pitted. Sofia's, she's a disaster, fueled the fire, a smirk in every word, mean girls don't quit, do they? A lesson stings, folks love a target, till it turns. She was theirs, no mercy in sight. She'd linger at the shop, fetching flour for him, while whispers buzzed, her ears burned every time. A secret heiress's fate simmered, she wasn't just their joke, but they didn't know that. Lucas Kim shrugged it off when she told him, let him talk, easy for him to say. It's like being the kid picked last, every day, wears you down, doesn't it? She felt the weight, heavy and cold. They'd mock her walk, her voice, anything to keep the unwanted bride's revenge at bay. A love beyond appearances wasn't their story, they saw a dud, not a bride worth billions waiting to bloom. She'd bite her lip, hold it in, unmasking the truth wasn't time yet, but oh, it simmered. Ever smiled through the trash talk, plotting quiet. That's her, a storm in hiding. Evenings brought no peace, neighbors leaned over fences, how's he stand her? Bold as brass. The beauty no one saw stayed buried, she wasn't giving them the satisfaction, not now. Lucas might have heard, but he didn't fight it, just baked on, oblivious. You've been there, swimming in noise you can't mute. She swam, treading water, tougher than they guessed. By Sunday, the church buzzed, sermons on grace, then digs at her in the pews. A hidden heiress held her tongue, their unkind world was loud, but her silence roared louder. What happens next edges closer, her painful reality's about to sink deeper, and the cracks are widening. Sophia's grin might fade soon, but not today, not yet. She'd set his coffee down, black, no sugar, and he'd grunt, eyes on the paper, not her. Shock crept in slow, you won't believe how invisible she felt, even to Lucas Kim now. The bride no one wanted faded into his walls, a ghost in her own home, no hidden beauty sparking his gaze. No one expected a marriage, no one wanted to sting this bad, not her, not yet. What happens next? A secret heiress's fate simmers, but her reality bites hard. He'd shuffle past her, flower-dusted, muttering about dough, not a word about her day. A love beyond appearances? Nope, just a bride they all rejected, now ignored up close. Sofia Rivera's "he's checked out" from a gossip sesh rang true, he barely saw her. Ever poured your heart into someone who doesn't blink? That's her, serving silence, swallowing hurt. Nights were worse, he'd crash early, back to her, no goodnight, no nothing. The ugly duckling twisted deeper, she wasn't just unwanted, she was unseen, even here. A bride worth billions sat quiet, folding laundry he didn't notice, ironic, huh? A lesson lands, neglect cuts sharper when it's homegrown. She felt it, every cold minute. She'd try, small talk, a smile, but he'd nod, distracted, lost in his own head. From ashes to elegance felt miles off, her painful reality was this half-life, a masked Cinderella ignored. Lucas didn't dig, didn't care, convenience didn't mean connection, did it? You've been there, reaching for someone who's already gone. She reached, got air. One day, she burned the toast, his "watch it" was the most he'd said all week. Unmasking the truth wasn't an option, she was stuck as the bride they all rejected, even to him. Sophia's taunts echoed, he's miserable, and it stung 'cause it fit. A tip, when you're unseen, build your own light, it's all you've got. She flickered, dim but there. She'd stare out the window, dishes done, while he tinkered, two strangers, one roof. A hidden beauty stayed buried, he didn't look for it, didn't want to, and that crushed her slow. A marriage no one wanted turned into a quiet cage, funny how convenience traps you, huh? Ever felt more alone with someone than without? That's her, aching in the quiet. By dusk, he'd lock up, her beside him, partners in name, not heart. The beauty no one saw waited, patient, while her painful reality carved deeper lines. What happens next tiptoes in, mysterious whispers about her past are stirring, and they're about to shake this stillness. Lucas might not notice, but someone will, soon. Whispers kicked up, shock, they weren't just mocking her looks now, but digging deeper. She's got a past, they'd hiss at the butchers, eyes glinting, you won't believe how fast it spread. No one expected the bride, no one wanted to hide a mysterious edge, not Lucas Kim, needing away. A hidden beauty flickered, but these rumors? They hinted at more. What happens next? A secret heiress's fate starts buzzing, and she's caught off guard. She's not from here, someone swore, claiming old tales of a runaway, wild, huh? The bride's secret twitched, unmasking the truth wasn't her plan, but the town sniffed anyway. Sofia Rivera fueled it, heard she's trouble, loving the chaos, mean streaks run deep. A lesson pops, folks love a mystery till it bites. Ever had your story twisted before you could tell it? That's her, tense. They'd squint at her now, her quiet, her scars, wondering what the ugly duckling twist hid. A love beyond appearances didn't cross their minds, just juicy gossip about a masked Cinderella. Lucas shrugged when she mentioned it, nonsense, but doubt crept in her gut. It's like hearing your name in a stranger's mouth, unsettling, right? She felt the shift, subtle but real. Old-timers spun yarns, saw her kind before, rich folk gone rogue, and heads turned. A bride worth billions? Nah, they laughed, but the seed took root, a hidden heiress maybe. She'd over here, washing dishes, heart-thumping, her past wasn't theirs to crack. A tip, when rumors fly, hold your cards, they'll play theirs soon enough. She held tight, watching. She ran from something, a shopkeep mused, and Sophia's, oh, definitely, egged it on. From ashes to elegance hovered, her mysterious past wasn't clear, but it wasn't small either. A marriage no one wanted got spicier in their heads, she wasn't just the bride they all rejected now. Ever felt eyes peel you back? That's her, skin prickling under the buzz. She'd dodged their stares, fetching bread, hints of a secret heiress's fate trailed her steps. The beauty no one saw stayed locked, but these whispers painted her bigger, stranger. Lucas didn't ask, still stuck in his flower haze, but the town pressed closer. You've been there, rumors swirling till you're half myth. She was, and it was growing. By night, the chatter hit the tavern, who is she, really? And her ears rang from afar. A mysterious past wasn't her pitch, but they ran with it, unmasking the truth in their own warped way. What happens next slips in, a glimpse of her true self's about to break the surface, and it's not what they expect. The bride they all rejected might just surprise them yet. She tripped one dusk, spilling flour, shock, Lucas caught her, and you won't believe what he saw. Her scarf slipped, revealing soft eyes and a scar she'd hidden, a hidden beauty peeked out, raw and real. No one expected the bride, no one wanted to glow like that, not him, frozen mid-catch. What happens next? A secret heiress stirs, and this moment cracks the shell wide open. He stared, first time really looking, and she froze, vulnerable, no dodge left. A love beyond appearances flickered, her ugly duckling twist softened in that split second, unguarded. Sofia Rivera wasn't there to jab, but the town's echo lingered, she shook it off. A lesson lands, sometimes you shine when you least mean to. Ever let your guard down and surprise yourself? That's her, Bear. She stammered, sorry, pulling back, but he held on, you okay? A first spark of care. The bride's secret trembled, unmasking the truth wasn't planned, but her mask slipped anyway. A bride worth billions stood there, plain but piercing, and he blinked, caught off guard. It's like seeing a bud bloom midwinter, sudden, stunning. She felt it, shaky but seen. He brushed flour off her cheek, gentle, quick, and something shifted, quiet but big. From ashes to elegance whispered, she wasn't just the bride they all rejected, not in that light. Lucas Kim's usual grunt softened, her painful reality cracked, just a hair. A tip, one real look can flip the game, watch for it. She watched, heart thumping. She'd always hid, scarves, shadows, but this slip showed the beauty no one saw, tender and fierce. A marriage no one wanted teetered, could he see past the gossip, the pity? Her mysterious past hovered, but this was now, raw and close. Ever had someone glimpse you, really glimpse you? That's her, pinned by his stare, alive. He let go, awkward, careful next time, but his eyes lingered, puzzled, warm. A masked Cinderella glowed, the unwanted bride's revenge wasn't loud, but it was starting, soft and sure. She pulled herself together, but the air hummed, something different hung there. You felt that shift, when silence says more than words. They felt it, unsteady but real. By night, she replayed it, the catch, the look, her true self sneaking out unbidden. A hidden heiress's fate twitched, Lucas saw a piece, not the whole, but it was enough to stir. What happens next edges closer, her hidden identity's about to bust free, and he's in the crosshairs. A moment of vulnerability lit the fuse, and it's burning slow. She clutched an old locket one night, shock, it held a photo, a clue to her hidden identity. You won't believe what it meant, a secret heiress's fate locked in gold, not just whispers now. No one expected the bride, no one wanted to carry this weight, not Lucas Kim, snoring away. What happens next? A masked Cinderella's truth unravels, and it's about to shake everything. The locket clicked open, her as a kid, fancy dress, a world she'd fled long ago. A hidden beauty wasn't just skin deep, it was a bride worth billions, buried under scars and silence. Sofia Rivera's taunts faded as she stared, unmasking the truth hit her like a freight train. A lesson sinks in, your past doesn't ditch you, it waits. Ever found a piece of yourself you'd lost? That's her, stunned. She'd run from wealth, big houses, bigger expectations, choosing drab over dazzle. The ugly duckling twist flipped, she wasn't born the bride they all rejected, she'd made herself that. A love beyond appearances held her here, but this secret, it could blow it apart. It's like hiding a jackpot while playing broke, wild, right? She hid, trembling. Lucas didn't know, still saw the unwanted bride's revenge as a quiet life, not this. A marriage no one wanted teetered, her hidden identity could rewrite their vows, or shred M. She'd kept it locked, but the locket spilled, proof she wasn't just their joke. A tip, secrets grow heavy, carry M too long, and they drop. Hers dropped, loud. She traced the photo, her mom's smile, her old name, and the beauty no one saw roared awake. From ashes to elegance wasn't a dream, it was her, a secret heiress he'd married blind. Sophia's "she's nothing" mocked her now, nothing doesn't own a locket like this. You felt that, knowing you're more than they guess. She knew, heart racing. He shifted in his sleep, oblivious, while her hidden heiress's fate pulsed in her hands. A bride they all rejected carried a bomb, drop it, and their unkind world flips. She wasn't ready, not yet, but the truth wouldn't wait forever. Ever held a spark that could burn it all down? That's her, gripping tight. By dawn, she hid it again, locket safe, secret humming, but the weight stayed. Unmasking the truth loomed, a test of love and character was coming, and Lucas was next in line. What happens next creeps closer, he's about to face her, scars and all, and it's no small thing. A hidden identity's ticking, and time's running thin. She sat him down, shock, her hands shook as she slid the locket across the table. "Look," she said, voice low, "you won't believe how he froze, eyes on that tiny photo." No one expected Lucas Kim to face the bride's secret like this, not now, not ever. A hidden beauty stared back, daring him to see past the unwanted bride they all rejected. What happens next? A secret heiress tests him, and it's make or break. He squinted, "Who's this?" And she whispered, "Me," letting the ugly duckling twist crack open. A love beyond appearances hung there, could he see the beauty no one saw, or just pity still? Sofia Rivera's jabs echoed, he's stuck, but this was his shot to prove him wrong. A lesson hits, character shines when the mask's off. Ever faced a truth that demands more? That's him, reeling. She waited, breath held, as he traced the locket, piecing her hidden heiress's fate slow. A bride worth billions wasn't his guess, he'd married the undesirable, not this, right? His jaw tightened, shock, sure, but something else flickered, maybe awe. It's like finding gold in your backyard, stunning, but you gotta dig. He dug, hesitant. "I didn't know," he muttered, true, but would he care past the surface now? From ashes to elegance glowed, she wasn't just the bride they all rejected, she was more, and he saw it raw. A marriage no one wanted teetered, see her, or stay blind like the rest. A tip, real love looks deeper, give it a chance. He looked, unsure but locked in. She braced, would he flinch, judge, walk? But he stayed, eyes flicking from photo to her. Unmasking the truth laid her bare, a masked Cinderella testing his heart, not his pride. Sophia's "he won't" faded, he might, just might, see past the gossip. You've been there, hoping someone gets you, flaws and all. She hoped, fragile but fierce. He leaned closer, why hide? Not mad, just lost, and her chest loosened a hair. A hidden heiress's fate dangled, could he love the real her, scars, secrets, and all? Lucas wasn't running, not yet, and that alone shifted the air. Ever seen someone choose you over the easy out? That's her, watching him weigh it. By dusk, he hadn't answered, just sat, locket in hand, a test of love and character unfolding. A bride they all rejected stared him down, see me, she begged silent, and he might've. What happens next looms big, an unexpected transformation's about to force the issue, and he's in the thick of it. A hidden beauty's pushing, and he's gotta step up, or step back. A fire sparked, shock, the bakery blazed, and you won't believe what it unleashed. She ran in, scarf burning off, flames lit her scars, her grace, a hidden beauty no one expected. Lucas Kim yanked her out, wide-eyed, the bride no one wanted glowed, raw and real. A secret heiress stepped free, forced by fate, not choice. What happens next? Unmasking the truth hits hard, and she's bare for all to see. Her hair fell loose, wild, alive, scars shining, not hiding, as smoke swirled. A love beyond appearances roared, she wasn't the ugly duckling twist anymore, but a masked Cinderella unmasked. Sofia Rivera gaped from the crowd, what? As her cousin's elegance stunned him cold. A lesson lands, crisis strips the fake, let it show you. Ever had life peel you back? That's her, blazing. She coughed, standing tall, Lucas stared, flower-dusted, seeing the beauty no one saw clear as day. A bride worth billions wasn't the half, she was fire, grit, a secret heiress's fate unbound. The town hushed, her unwanted bride's revenge wasn't planned, but it landed sweet. It's like a swan busting out mid-duck parade, jaw-dropping. She stood, owning it. He grabbed her, you're hurt. Panic lacing care, and she shook him off, fierce. From ashes to elegance wasn't a dream, it was her, scars and all, in the flicker of flames. A marriage no one wanted cracked wide, she wasn't his pity case now, no way. A tip, truth shines brightest when you can't hide, embrace it. She did, shaky but sure. They watched, neighbors, gossips, as her true self burned through their old lies. The bride they all rejected flipped the script, an unexpected transformation no one saw coming. Sophia's sneer faltered, her ugly kin was radiant, undeniable. You felt that, when the mask's gone, and you're you, loud and proud. She felt it, raw. Lucas held her arm, gentle now, eyes tracing scars he'd never clocked till then. A hidden heiress glowed, circumstances forced it, but she owned it, no turning back. The fire died, but her light didn't, unmasking the truth lit up their world. Ever seen someone bloom in chaos? That's her, rising, fierce and free. By dawn, ash settled, she stood, transformed, no scarf, no shield, just her. A bride they all rejected turned heads, the world's reaction was coming, and fast. What happens next rolls in, the same folks who mocked her are about to eat their words. A secret heiress's fate's unleashed, and it's a wild ride. Morning broke, shock, the town buzzed, that's her. And you won't believe the flip. The bride no one wanted turned heads, hidden beauty out, they envied her now, jaws dropped. No one expected the ugly duckling twist to sting them back, not Sofia Rivera, scrambling to keep up. A secret heiress shone, and they wanted a piece. What happens next? A masked Cinderella's rise shakes their world, big time. They'd mocked her, too plain, too drab, now they gawked, whispering, she's stunning. A love beyond appearances hit M hard, the bride they all rejected wasn't theirs to trash anymore. Lucas Kim stood by, quiet, while their tune changed, envy's a fast switch, huh? A lesson cuts, folks flip when the mask's off, watch M squirm. She watched, steady. Shopkeepers who'd sneered offered smiles, always knew she had something, liars, all of M. A bride worth billions glowed, the unwanted bride's revenge was sweet, unintentional but sharp. Sophia's, she's nothing, choked in her throat, her cousin outshone her, no contest. It's like the wallflower stealing prom, wild, right? They envied, and she saw. Wish I'd seen it, they'd mutter, eyeing her scars like badges now, not flaws. From ashes to elegance wasn't a fluke, she was a hidden heiress they'd missed, and it burned M. A marriage no one wanted turned gold in their heads, too late, suckers. Ever seen the crowd chase what they ditched? That's her, center stage, unshaken. They crowded, tell us. Wanting dirt, but she walked past, chin up, no crumbs spared. Unmasking the truth flipped their game, the beauty no one saw owned M without trying. Lucas caught their stares, pride crept in, maybe, as they groveled. A tip, when they turn, hold your ground, they don't own you. She held, fierce. Old foes waved, remember me? Like they hadn't laughed her off for years. A secret heiress's fate dazzled, the bride they all rejected was their new obsession, and it showed. Sophia sidled up, fake sweet, we're family, but the sting lingered. You felt that, when the doubters want in late. She felt it, cool and calm. By noon, the buzz hit fever pitch, they envied, begged, a world flipped upside down. A hidden beauty ruled, their reaction was loud, but her silence roared louder. What happens next crashes close, Lucas's shock is brewing, and it's personal now. A bride worth billions stands tall, and he's gotta face her, real time. He stood, flower-dusted, shock, you. And you won't believe how his world tilted. Lucas Kim stared at her, scars, grace, a hidden beauty he'd slept beside, blind. No one expected the bride, no one wanted to jolt him this hard, not her, steady as stone. A secret heiress hit home, he'd married the undesirable, or so he'd thought. What happens next? Unmasking the truth lands on him, and it's heavy. She met his eyes, yeah, me, no apology, just truth, raw and unfiltered. A love beyond appearances cracked open, he'd pitted the ugly duckling twist, not loved her. Sofia Rivera's "he's clueless" rang true, he'd missed the bride worth billions entirely. A lesson stings, you see what you wanna, till it blindsides you. Ever misjudged someone close? That's him, floored. He stammered, since when? Piecing her scars, her silence, into something new. From ashes to elegance glared back, the bride they all rejected wasn't his burden anymore. A marriage no one wanted flipped, he'd ignored a masked Cinderella, and it hit hard. It's like waking to a stranger, same face, different soul. He reeled, caught short. Why hide, he asked, voice rough, anger, awe, all tangled up in his stare. A hidden heiress's fate sank in, she wasn't the pity case he'd baked for, not by a mile. She shrugged, didn't need you to know, and that cut deeper than the fire. A tip, truth shifts the ground, stand or sink. He stood, shaky but locked. He traced her now, scars he'd skipped, eyes he'd dodged, and the beauty no one saw burned clear. The unwanted bride's revenge wasn't hers, it was fate's, slapping him awake. Sophia's taunts faded, he wasn't the hero, just the guy who'd missed it. You've been there, realizing you're the fool, not the fixer. He was, and it hurt. I didn't see, he muttered, late, raw, but real, and she nodded, no comfort spared. A bride they all rejected turned his world, her husband's shock was a mirror, and he didn't like the reflection. A secret heiress stood firm, he'd married a shadow, not her. Ever faced a redo you didn't ask for? That's him, grappling fast. By dusk, he sat, quiet, her true self sinking in, a jolt he couldn't shake. A hidden beauty owned him now. What happens next teeters, a battle for love or pride's coming, and he's on the line. She waited, steady, the bride worth billions wasn't waiting for his nod, not anymore. Lucas's reckoning's here, and it's all on him. He paced the kitchen, shock, I messed up, and you won't believe the war in his head. Lucas Kim faced her, hidden beauty blazing, and a battle for love or pride kicked off, raw. No one expected the bride, no one wanted to force this choice, not her, calm as dawn. A secret heiress watched, would he step up or bail? What happens next? A masked Cinderella waits, and he's torn. I saw nothing, he said, past judgment biting, her scars now treasures he'd skipped. A love beyond appearances dangled, fight for the bride worth billions, or cling to old pity. Sofia Rivera's he won't echoed, he could prove her wrong, maybe. A lesson cuts, pride's a trap, love's the leap. Ever picked ego over heart? That's him, teetering. She stood, you decide, no begging, just truth, a hidden heiress's fate in his hands. The ugly duckling twist faded, he'd married the undesirable out of ease, not care. Now. Her fire challenged him, fight or fold, no middle ground left. It's like facing a mirror you broke, fix it or walk. He stared, torn up. He'd ignored her, grunts, shrugs, now her glow demanded more, and he squirmed. From ashes to elegance shone, the bride they all rejected was his to lose or claim. Sophia's sneer lingered, he's weak, and it stung 'cause it might stick. A tip, love's a fight, pride's just noise. He fought, maybe, sweat beading. She didn't flinch, I'm here, offering a thread he could grab or snap. A marriage no one wanted teetered, the beauty no one saw dared him to see, really see. Lucas Kim paused, pride screamed run, love whispered stay, and he wrestled loud. You've been there, heart pulling, head pushing back. He was, stuck in it. He reached, hesitant, I want us, voice cracking, pride buckling slow. Unmasking the truth flipped him, the unwanted bride's revenge was her strength, not his fall. She nodded, cool, steady, testing if he'd back it up. Ever fought for what you almost lost? That's him, clawing through doubt. By night, he hadn't settled, love or pride, the battle raged, her gaze unwavering. A secret heiress stood firm, what happens next hinges, society's hypocrisy's about to crash in, and he's still choosing. A bride they all rejected holds the line, and Lucas is running out of time to pick a side. They lined up, shock, we always liked her, and you won't believe the gall. The town flipped, bride no one wanted to hot ticket, and a hidden beauty they'd mocked now ruled. No one expected society's hypocrisy to turn this fast, not Lucas Kim, watching stunned. A secret heiress smirked, favor seekers crawled back. What happens next? A masked Cinderella's rise burns, and they're scrambling. Remember me, they'd coo, same folks who'd spat ugly duckling twist years back. A love beyond appearances. Ha, now they chased the bride worth billions, tails wagging. Sofia Rivera sidled up, family sticks, her old jabs conveniently gone. A lesson lands, folks bend when the wind shifts, watch M flop. She watched, cool as ice. They'd snubbed her, market sneers, church whispers, now they begged invites, favors, crumbs. From ashes to elegance flipped, the bride they all rejected turned their game inside out. Lucas caught their grins, fake as plastic, and it hit him hard. It's like rats jumping ship, then swimming back, pathetic, right? She saw through him, steady. We misjudged, they'd say, liars groveling for a piece of her hidden heiress's fate. A marriage no one wanted glowed gold, they envied what they'd trashed, and it stung M. Sophia's, you're amazing, dripped honey, too late, sister. A tip, hypocrisy's loud, let it shout, then shut it down. She let it shout, unmoved. Old foes brought gifts, for you. Like that erased the bride they all rejected tag. Unmasking the truth flipped the beauty no one saw owned their regrets, no mercy spared. Lucas stood by, pride fading, maybe, as they kissed her feet. You've seen it, doubters turn fans when the tide's high. She saw, unshaken. They buzzed, tell us your story. Hungry for the secret heiress they'd missed. A love beyond appearances mocked she wasn't their toy, not anymore. Sophia's fake tears didn't sway, family or not, the past stuck. Ever had the crowd flip-flop on you? That's her, holding court, quiet but firm. By dusk, they swarmed, society's hypocrisy on blast, begging her nod. A hidden beauty ruled, what happens next looms, a decision's coming, and it's hers alone. Lucas watched, steadying, the bride worth billions faced a fork, and the hypocrites wouldn't sway her. A new choice was brewing, sharp and clear. She sat, locket in hand, shock, love or freedom, and you won't believe the weight. A secret heiress's fate dangled, stay with Lucas Kim or bolt, free of it all. No one expected the bride, no one wanted to pick her path this bold, not him, waiting quiet. A hidden beauty glowed, her call now. What happens next? A masked Cinderella decides, and it's seismic. Lucas offered, I'll fight, raw, real, but freedom whispered too, walk, no strings. A love beyond appearances tugged, the ugly duckling twist could end loved or lone. Sofia Rivera's he's not enough nagged, stay for him, or fly solo. A lesson cuts, choices shape you, pick what fits. Ever faced a fork that defines you? That's her, torn. She pictured love, his touch, his shift, then freedom, no eyes, no past pinning her. From ashes to elegance was hers, stay the bride worth billions, or ditch the script. He watched, hope, fear, while she weighed a marriage no one wanted turned real. It's like choosing a cage or the sky, both call loud. She weighed, heart thumping. Stay, he said, soft, sure, but freedom's pull was fierce, a life unbound. Unmasking the truth freed her, the bride they all rejected could rewrite it all, solo or not. Sophia's, you don't need him, stuck, did she, really? A tip, love's sweet, but freedom's yours, own it. She owned, wrestling hard. She traced her scars, love built freedom could heal and the choice loomed. A hidden heiress stood tall, the beauty no one saw didn't need proving, not anymore. Lucas held his breath, pride gone, just him now, raw. You've been there, heart says stay, soul says go. She was, stuck in the pull. He stepped close, I see you, and it hit, but freedom's song rang louder still. A secret heiress's fate teetered, stay the bride they all rejected, redeemed, or fly free. She exhaled, decision close, not spoken, both paths gleamed. Ever picked you over us? That's her, edging near. By night, she stood, love or freedom, a decision that changes everything brewing. A hidden beauty chose, the grand revelation's next, and it's hers to drop. What happens next unfolds, Lucas waits, the world waits, and she's ready, one way or another. A bride worth billions holds the reins, and it's go time. She stepped out, shock, papers in hand, and you won't believe how the crowd froze. I'm her, she said, secret heiress's fate bared, a hidden beauty no longer hushed. No one expected the bride, no one wanted to drop this bomb, not Lucas Kim, by her side. A masked Cinderella unmasked, loud and clear. What happens next? A bride worth billions owns it, and the world's reeling. Reporters swarmed, heiress. Flashing her old name, her wealth, her scars in bold. A love beyond appearances shone, the ugly duckling twist turned global, no hiding now. Sofia Rivera gaped, no way, as her cousin's truth hit the airwaves. A lesson lands, truth's a flood, let it flow. Ever spilled it all and felt free? That's her, unleashed. They dug, photos, records, she's billions. And the bride they all rejected ruled headlines. From ashes to elegance blazed, a secret heiress stood tall, scars and all, no apologies. Lucas stared, pride, shock, as the world caught up fast. It's like a curtain ripping wide, everything's out, bright. She stood, steady in the glare. Ran from it, she said, calm, firm, and they scribbled, hungry for her grand revelation. A marriage no one wanted flipped gold, the beauty no one saw owned their gasps, no mercy. Sophia's, she's bluffing, drowned in the roar, too late, sis. A tip, when you reveal, own it, they'll bend. She owned, fierce. They cheered, some, others sneered, but all saw the hidden heiress's fate clear now. Unmasking the truth shook them, the bride they all rejected turned their world, undeniable. Lucas gripped her hand, solid, maybe, as cameras flashed. You felt that, when your story's yours, loud and proud. She felt it, alive. Why hide, they yelled, and she smiled, didn't need it, cool as a breeze. A hidden beauty glowed, the unwanted bride's revenge was her rise, not their fall. The town buzzed, her old foes, her new fans, all glued. Ever turn the table on doubters? That's her, flipping it hard. By dusk, it aired, her face, her fortune, a grand revelation no one could mute. A secret heiress stood, what happens next rises, the ultimate victory's close, and she's ready. Lucas stayed, love or awe, as the world spun. A bride worth billions owned the stage, and it's just the start. She walked the street, shock, heads turned, and you won't believe how she owned it. A hidden beauty rose, the bride no one wanted now a bride worth billions, doubts crushed. No one expected the ugly duckling twist to end this strong, not Sofia Rivera, sulking quiet. A secret heiress triumphed, scars gleaming. What happens next? A masked Cinderella's victory shines, and she's unstoppable. They stared, she did it, old mockers now small, her ultimate victory sweet and loud. A love beyond appearances won, she'd risen from ashes to elegance, no bow to M. Lucas Kim walked beside, steady, proud, as their jaws dropped low. A lesson glows, doubters fade when you soar, let M watch. She soared, bold. She smiled, soft, fierce, at the shop where they'd sneered, now begging her nod. The bride they all rejected flipped it, the beauty no one saw turned their world, no crumbs spared. Sophia's, she won't last, choked, lasted, thrived, outshone her easy. It's like a phoenix mid-flight, stunning, right? She flew, unshaken. They clamored, how? And she shrugged, kept going, a hidden heiress's fate sealed tight. Unmasking the truth built her, the unwanted bride's revenge was living well, not spite. Lucas grinned, told ya, and the town ate their words. A tip, rise above, hate shrinks, you don't. She rose, steady. She rebuilt, home, life, stronger, no scars hidden, no shame left to carry. A marriage no one wanted turned steel, they'd doubted, but she'd forged her own win. Sophia faded, outclassed, outdone, as her cousin glowed brighter. You felt that, beating the odds till they clap. She felt it, full. They watched, awed, some bitter, as she moved, grace in every step, no looking back. A secret heiress stood, a bride worth billions owned her story, doubters dust. Lucas stayed, love, sure now, as she claimed her space. Ever turned pain to power? That's her, stronger than ever. By dusk, she stood tall, victory hers, a hidden beauty no one could dim. A masked Cinderella reigned, what happens next is hers, new days, new strength, no ceiling left. The world saw, the bride they all rejected ruled, and she wasn't done. A grand rise, and she's just warming up. And that's her story, from the ugly bride nobody wanted to a powerhouse who flipped the world script. What got you most, Lucas's wake up, her firelit reveal, or that sweet, sweet victory lap? Smash that like button if you're still buzzing, and drop a comment. Did her rise shock you, or did you cheer her all the way? Share your favorite twist, and follow the channel. Next time, we're unpacking another wild tale you won't see coming. Catch you there.